Hi, I'm Royston, guest author of the #1 bestseller Built to Grow, CEO of PTI Worldwide, and business growth coach and advisor. Welcome firstly to the A to Z of business growth. Now first, why did I choose to create this series? Well, from my 2 decades of working with tens of thousands of businesses of all different shapes and sizes, B2B, B2C, small businesses, big businesses, across a multitude of sectors in 27 countries. Over that time, I've managed to really distill into a practical set of guides the golden nuggets, the ideas, the strategies for how you can really fast track your growth, your success. That's what's taken me 2 decades to learn, and want to help fast track your growth journey so that you can build the business of your dreams quicker and avoid those common pitfalls and traps that can knock you off track or elongate your timeline to realizing your own personal goals and ambitions. So if success is Pareto's principle, 80% is about the psychology and 20% is a skill. The A to Z of series is going to be based on both mindset enablers as well as the growth strategies against each of the 26 letters that we'll cover. Each letter will have its own dedicated video where we'll create in bite-sized chunks the idea, the concept centered around that central theme for that letter. So there's 26, of course, in total across the A to Z series, and I just wanted to give you here a snapshot of what's going to be coming against each. So here's the descriptors against each, and let me just run through each of the 26 letters and what's going to be each of them is going to cover. So the A is for attitude. Your attitude will always determine your altitude in life. So under this one, we're going to be talking about some mindset enablers to really set yourself up for success. 3 specific mindset enablers. The B is for the business growth pathway. And the business growth pathway is my diagnostic tool that I've created, which will allow you to assess exactly where you are, your current state reality on your growth journey against the 5 stages of business growth: startup, infancy, adolescence, the groove, or maturity. And in life, once you understand your current state reality of where you are, you can then decide where you want to get to and how we fast track your success in order to get there. So through the business growth pathway, I'll also be sharing with you what you should be focused on, and most importantly, what you shouldn't be focused on at each stage. The C is for cash, one of the most key enablers for really driving your business growth forward. And most importantly, what are the 2 measures of success that you should be absolutely focused on within your cash management within your business? And of course, cash is one of the key enablers that starves businesses of really realizing their ambitions about what they're trying to achieve. The D is for discipline. How disciplined are you in the discipline of disciplined execution? There's so much conversation today about habits. Well, before you even get to habits, it's about the daily disciplines, the rituals that you create in your business. So we're going to be talking about what that looks like, what that feels like, and what that acts like from a business growth perspective. The E is the essentials. And what's the essentials? The key ingredients, the recipe for success that makes up your compelling value proposition. How you create differentiation in the marketplace, and just those 3 words alone, compelling value proposition, will explore what they mean and how you can tailor those for your business. The F is about focus. Where focus goes, energy flows. Are you really focusing on the right things today? Are you busy being busy, or are you truly being productive? And with so many distractions on our time, it's about how you peel back the layers. And as a business leader, entrepreneur, a business owner, you are focused on the things that are really going to make the difference. The G is for goals. How do you create laser beam focus about where you want to be, both in the long term, but also the short and medium term? C smart goals that are specific, they're measurable, they're trackable, with all the key measurements around them. The H is for your health and wellness. And if you really want to be operating the performance zone, then it's really important that your health and wellness, that you take care of yourself. Fit your own mask before you help anybody else. So I'll be sharing some key golden nuggets with you about how you maintain your health and wellness and make sure that you have got the energy, the focus, the resilience to be the best that you can be. The I is for innovation. How do you really innovate? And most people think about innovation as being big game-changing moves that you do from a strategic perspective. Actually, what I want to talk about is the daily innovations, the small things that the multiplying effect of those working together can have an exponential uplift on your overall performance and what you're trying to achieve. The J is for juggling. And I know certainly even to this day, as business owners, leaders, entrepreneurs, we are juggling so many plates. If there's one commodity we could probably want more of, it is time. How do you cram everything into the day, and how do you maintain juggling all those plates and still get focused on getting the important things done? The difference between urgent versus important. The K is for your key performance indicators. It's not about measuring everything in your business, but what are the measures that matter, which will allow you to make informed, validated decisions about how you move your business forward. We'll talk about that under the K in your key performance indicators. The L is for leadership. And of course, when we think about growing our business, one of the key moments, the aha moments, is when we transition and recognize that we can't do everything ourselves, that we've got to grow up as the business grows up and transition into the leadership role where we lead the business, where we start to lead people and recognize that it's our ability to get things done through others that really counts. So I'll be sharing with you the key golden nuggets about how you can really set yourself up as an inspirational leader. The M is about maximization, about how you really maximize all the assets, the resources that you've got within your business, but most importantly, how you maximize the customer relationships that you've got, and you really, once you've invested in those relationships at the front end, how you maximize something that I call the LTV, lifetime value. We'll talk more about that in the maximization series. The N is your ability to say no. And when you say no to the unimportant things, it allows you to say yes to the important things. And sometimes it's a skill in life to learn the ability to say no. No in both your personal life, but also no from a professional context as well. The O is for outside-in thinking. Great businesses build their businesses outside in. The customer is the focal point of everything that they do. Are you focused on inside out or outside in? And we'll be talking about what that looks like, feels like, and acts like. The P is for profit. We talked about cash earlier. Revenue is only one measure, and it always fascinates me that when you talk to business owners, leaders, entrepreneurs, you ask them how business is going, they always quote, or the size of their business, they will always quote a revenue figure. They won't say, oh, my business delivers £200,000 or £500,000 worth of profit or £20,000 worth of profit. So we're going to be talking about the importance of profit and how that is the reality line. The Q is for quick. In the world that we live in today, old competitors are waking up and they're getting sharper. New disruptors are coming into the marketplace. So how are you quick? How do you maintain your agility? How do you really set yourself up for success? We'll talk about some key ideas within this letter of the A to Z series. Then we move on to R, which is about relevance. How relevant are you as a business? How relevant are you as a leader? And relevance is not a question that we ask at our yearly strategy session. Relevance should be a question that we're asking every single day in our businesses. The S is for sales, and yes, sales are the lifeblood of the business. It's the veins and the arteries that run throughout the business that bring in the revenue. Is who's in sales in your business, and how culturally do you set yourself up for success so that sales is the epicenter of your performance culture. The T is for talent. You can't do it alone. How do you become an employer of choice? How do you attract the right talent? Understanding that the right people can catapult your business forward. Bringing in the wrong people can set you back months, even years in your journey, your pathway to building the business of your dreams. The U is for uncertainty, and we do live in an uncertain world today. How do you set your businesses up not just to survive, but to absolutely thrive in the world that we're in today? The V is for vision and purpose. The vision is a compelling vision for your business is like infusing work with purpose and meaning. It's like giving your people a North Star, your customers a North Star that creates your identity, what you're about, and keeps you focused on why you do what you do. Which links nicely to the W, which is all about the why. Why did you set your business up in the first place? Has that become anchored and aligned to your vision? And have you reconnected with your why? Or is your why, the original why you set your business up, has that diminished over time? And this session, this series within the A to Z will be about reconnecting with your why and being really clear about why you do what you do and why you get out of bed in the morning. The X is for extraordinary. Extraordinary systems allow ordinary people to deliver extraordinary results. Now, that's not about being derogatory to people, but it's the processes and systems that you put in place that create your consistency within the business. So we'll talk about a formula which I call are XOX. And then finally, the Y, as we come to the last two letters, the Y is all about you. How do you set yourself up for success? How do you be the best that you can be, showing up every single day? And then the final, the Z, is about the zones and the different zones that we have in our life. And if you really want to optimize your performance in the performance zone, how do you make sure that you are spending and investing the right amount of time in the recovery zone? And what are you doing in the recovery zone so that you can maximize the performance zone? So we'll be talking about the zones from a personal perspective, but also the different zones that you have within your business. So there you have it, a snapshot of the A to Z series of business growth. Practical, pragmatic, real-world ideas that we're going to cover together over 26 episodes that will be within the series. So if you're not already subscribing to my blog or you're not getting my insights through, to make sure that you're going to receive your A to Z and your series, please make sure you just go to roystonguest.com and you sign up to the insights and the blog there. And for me, I look forward to sharing this series with you. I wish you every success on your business growth journey, and I wish you every success in growing your business. You're only one business growth strategy away from building the business of your dreams. From me, Royston Guest, until our first part of the series, goodbye for now.